Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Pressure.
On the counter, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
There we go, kill. Watching you find. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him moving.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check nickel. Out. 24.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down. Here's Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
It wasn't.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
I threw it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. He'll buy some time right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Defense played pretty well last drive.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
It never fails. If you pursue too far outside, they always juke you back inside. So I always anticipate it and just
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill. Check 55 tonight. All day, dog. 555.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Complete to Jason Witten. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Check out now. Hot. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, kill. 47. 55. Mike 55. Pick it up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got a man, complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Alert! They're not ready. 54! Y'all playing the wrong football. Rush in. Watch the safety creep. Get him. Pick the edge.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
That's it, baby.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's complete. Stills. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming to you.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
See, like there, I hit triangle where I hit square because I was trying to catch the run, but I should have hit X and just made sure I caught it and fell down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
That's safety. That's safety. That safety was lost as hell out there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a first down throw. Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now Watson on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Check. Mike 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 26-yard line.
3 points, huh?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
He said with the level of
Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep.
Yeah, let me get there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
I don't even remember what kind of alignment I was in.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
He's checking crack. Hey, 31. Check 55. Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. Kill. Check three. Here we go, 47. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here go 46. 51 to mine. Cut.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
51. Quit talking about it and bring it. Go. Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Mike 51. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I would have been afraid if you scored that, too.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Let's go. 51 to Mike. Wild Bill. 51 Mike. Here we go, 46. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his targets called. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
They're going to be high on this one.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Mike 51.
X is your best bet.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Cunningham. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
Well, do you have a 3-4? You got 3-4 odd on your playbook? 3-4 odd. 3-4 odd. 3-4 odd. Odd formation. 3-4 odd.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
We got to step it up. Check it out.
Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bandit. Mike 54. Mike 54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out to the point down. He's coming.
Watson now to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Hey, 59. Echo. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line.
Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind